Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy...
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Completes it to Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. The Titans at 500 at 6-6, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down in the yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, ram. Let's go.
Herbert just beat the play clock. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
380. Run. Set. Run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Baylor Tiger. 59. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Set. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, easy, easy, easy. We'll go orange, 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 orange. Home the trips right. Set.
Herbert now. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Stroud. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Baylor Tigers. 12. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
21.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
5-9.
Herbert. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Go Lion. 59. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Let's go, let's go. Set.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Austin.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Set. 380. You're out. Hey, Ray.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, ram. Go.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go. Set.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will Anderson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And Davis has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's caught by Davis. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Hey, Kappa. Baylor Tiger. Go.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he's got his man open out of the backfield. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Talley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll keep it on the ground. Talley looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Nashville, good night, everybody.